McDonald's is pulling off a dirty scam, but many people are too blind to notice. If you love fast food, then chances are you might be a McDonald's fan, the million-dollar fast food company popularly known for making burgers and fresh fries. And if you are a McDonald's fan, then do you know that this million-dollar company could actually be pulling a scam on you? This video will open your eyes to the common tricks that are being pulled off by McDonald's to make more money for themselves and to make you pay more for less. Richard James, born on February 16, 1909. Maurice James, born on November 26, 1902, are known as the McDonald brothers. Their parents were Patrick J. McDonald and Margaret Kehoe McDonald. Patrick and Margaret were Irish immigrants. They arrived in America with almost nothing. No wealth, no connections, only hard work and hope. Patrick worked any job he could find. Factory work, labor jobs, oil fields. The kind of work that breaks your body, but barely feeds your family. Money was always tight. Every cent mattered. Margaret ran the home with strict discipline. Nothing was wasted. Food was measured. Time was respected. The McDonald boys grew up watching this every day, and without realizing it, they were being trained. Richard and Maurice learned 3 lessons early. Waste is the enemy. Speed matters. Hard work is not optional. They saw their father leave home exhausted. They saw their mother stretch food to feed everyone. So they grew up asking questions. Why does everything take so long? Why is food so expensive? Why can't things be simpler? These questions stayed with them into adulthood. As young men, Richard and Maurice moved west to California. Like many Americans at the time, they were chasing an opportunity. They tried different businesses. Some worked, some failed. So one day, Richard and Maurice were seated at the park, brainstorming a business idea to venture into, and Richard said to Maurice, "I'm starving." Both looked around to see where they could eat a fast lunch while getting back to work. However, the street lacked fast food presence, except for the local grocery shops available, and this gave the brothers a business idea. Richard said to Maurice, "We are going to start a fast food business." On May 15, 1940, both brothers opened their first McDonald's in San Bernardino, California, as a hamburger stand. They soon franchised the company. Both brothers went ahead to add more meals to their menu, like cheeseburgers, 3 soft drink flavors in one 12-ounce size, milk, coffee, potato chips, and pie. According to Richard McDonald, our whole concept was based on speed, lower prices, and volume. Originally, the McDonald's logo was the hamburger-headed chef, who was referred to as Speedy. However, the golden arches replaced Speedy as McDonald's official logo. In 1961, businessman Ray Kroc purchased McDonald's and began the company's worldwide reach. In the years since, it has expanded internationally. Today, McDonald's has more than 40,000 restaurant locations worldwide, with around 1/4 in the US. And this was how McDonald's grew to become one of the largest fast food companies in the world. Irrespective of how big McDonald's is as a fast food company, you may think that the last thing they would ever do is scam their loyal customers, right? Well, think again. Let's start with the beef scam. McDonald's sells 6.5 million burgers every single day. Now the million-dollar question is, where do the cows come from?
Tell me how McDonald's serves 7 million burgers a day. That's 2.5 billion burgers a year. Where are they getting the cows from?
For a company like McDonald's to sell 6.5 million burgers every day, it would need a very large number of cattle ranches all over the world. However, it doesn't seem to be so, which has people asking, where does the beef really come from? Or could McDonald's possibly be using fake or lab-made beef in their burgers? And to make matters really complicated, there has been suspicion that McDonald's uses lab-made beef for their burgers. In fact, many people have recorded that their McDonald's beef doesn't get spoiled or moldy after being left for several days. The beef, including the bread and fries, remained almost freshly preserved without growing mold. In fact, in one article, a McDonald's burger was left for 10 years, and it didn't rot. Instead of the burger completely decaying or rotting away, it remained almost intact after 10 years. In another event, a customer bought and left a McDonald's burger for 24 years, and it never decayed or rotted. The fries remained almost intact, same as the burger.
French fries pretty much look like fries that just, like fell on the floor of your car and you didn't find them for a month. The bread has never molded.
Even in a video, a McDonald's staff member was asked about the authenticity of the meat in their food, but shockingly, the staff wasn't sure about the authenticity of the meat used by McDonald's, which poses the question, does McDonald's use 100% natural ingredients for their food, or are they lab-made and laced with heavy preservatives?
No nuggets?
No, I'll take the nuggets. I don't leave the nuggets though.
The nuggets are 100%?
No.
What are they?
I don't know.
They're not 100% chicken though?
No.
What about 100% beef?
Just the meat on the quarter.
Not the McDouble though?
No.
Some people even shared videos of their dogs refusing to eat McDonald's beef, which is pretty unusual.
He doesn't like McDonald's, Kyle.
Klaus, I brought you a treat. Look. Are you so sad?
Even a dog had to spit it out when it was given to it. Also, when it was given to a street dog, it refused to eat it and instead urinated on it. Moving over to the McDonald's fresh fries. The McDonald's French fries come in 3 sizes: small, medium, and large. But when you pour the fries from the small cup into the medium cup, it fills it up. The same thing also applies when you pour the fries from the medium cup into the large cup. A McDonald's customer made a video putting this into practice.
Small size, medium, okay?
No way.
McDonald's is scam.
You're a scam.
Medium, same thing. Same thing. Large, same thing.
Which poses the question, could McDonald's be scamming their customers out of their hard-earned money? Here is another video of a McDonald's customer complaining about the same experience. Moving over to the McDonald's soda scam. The McDonald's drinks come in different sizes: small, medium, and large. When you look at the 3 cup sizes, they all look visibly different in size, but what you don't know is, these cups contain almost the same amount of liquid. For example, the small cup contains almost the same liquid as the medium cup, while the medium cup also contains almost the same liquid as the large cup.
I'm gonna take this cup, pour in this ice, and look at that, guys. I have a full drink, and like more than half left.
Alright, so I just got home from work. I stopped off at McDonald's real quick. It's time to see whether or not this is actually true. Now what I've done is I've siphoned the ice out, which is a half of a 16-ounce mason jar worth of ice out of the large soda, and here's what happened. You can see how low I am for how much soda is actually put in that compared to how much ice they add to make it look full. We're gonna take this, we're gonna dump it into this medium here. And if this large fits into that medium, then you can safely say that a medium and a large are essentially the same. So there it is. Look at that. This is completely empty, and a medium and a large were the same thing here.
Here is another video from a McDonald's customer experimenting with the same thing.
I told you the McDonald's cups are all a scam. The small size is actually big enough to fit into this one. Have a look. Actually, maybe even more than the cup itself can hold. Whoa, it's overflowing, guys. That's crazy. Okay, this is insane. Wow. But here, this is the large cup. It's way larger than this. Let's try this. Okay. Whew. No way. That's crazy. Can you believe that? Exposed, McDonald's. You're exposed.
What could be the trick behind this? The trick is the ice. You see, McDonald's adds ice to your cup, which fills up the empty spaces and creates little room for your drink. This accommodates only a small amount of liquid. thereby making you, the customer, pay more for less, which makes McDonald's more money. When you pour in the liquid in the cups, they actually leave room for more liquid, but the scam comes into play when ice is added to fill up the space, which makes the cup look full, giving the impression of a cup filled with drink.
Small ice coffee? Oh, thank you, bro. But I asked for a large though. It's a small. Yeah. Oh.
Where do you get that from?
Oh, okay.
Or more? What the
Oh,
heck?
no, bro. Really,
You
dude?
can't do that.
Really?
You gotta make a fresh one.
Really, bro? Okay, I get.
So, technically, going for the bigger sized cup is no different from the medium cup, all thanks to the ice trick. On the other hand, some McDonald's cup sizes don't actually need the ice trick to carry out this scam. For example, when a McDonald's customer poured the liquid from the small cup into the medium cup, the liquid fitted into the medium cup almost perfectly.
So I ordered a medium, right? And I'm out of curiosity, I was like, let me see what the small cup looks like, right? And then, okay, so when you go to McDonald's, do not order a medium, just order a small. Ridiculous.
This shows that the cups are almost the same size, leaving you paying more for less, thereby making more money for McDonald's. The second trick most McDonald's customers haven't discovered was actually discovered by a very observant customer. He made a video complaining that he bought a large cup size of McDonald's soda, only to discover that the medium cup was fitted into the large cup before the liquid was poured in, thereby giving the impression that the drink was coming from a large cup size, which it actually was not.
Alright, so I just got McDonald's, right? And I'm looking at this cup. It looks a little weird, right? After I actually got my hand in it, I bought a large and they put a fucking medium cup into a large. What?
A video from another unsatisfied customer complained about the same thing.
I didn't tip the cashier at McDonald's. She gave me a medium instead of a large. I asked for a large. She did this right here. No fucking way.
The scammy activities happening in various McDonald's outlets around the world have triggered a boycott by individuals who are disappointed by their services. And to make matters worse, irrespective of the scammy practices, the prices of McDonald's food have increased, making their once upon a time affordable food unaffordable for the common masses. You see, McDonald's is a place to go when you have some little dollars in your pocket, and you could be rest assured that your belly would be filled after walking in and walking out of the McDonald's store. There was a time when McDonald's wasn't a debate. You didn't check your bank balance before ordering. You didn't calculate the value. You just walked in and ate a burger, fries, a drink, cheap, fast, reliable. That was the deal. But somewhere along the line, that deal quietly changed. Go back just a few years. The dollar menu ruled. A McChicken for $1. Fries that didn't feel like a luxury. A full meal that didn't compete with restaurant prices. McDonald's wasn't trying to impress you. It was trying to serve you. And it worked. Go back to around 2014 to 2016. A Big Mac on its own cost roughly $3.99 to $4.39. What about a Big Mac meal? About $5.50 to $7, depending on where you lived. A 10-piece Chicken McNuggets meal sat comfortably around $6.50 to $7. Medium fries were often $1.50 to $2. And the dollar menu? That wasn't a name, it was a promise. Now fast forward to today, things aren't the same anymore. That same Big Mac? No longer $4. Today, a Big Mac alone averages around $5.29 to $5.99. The Big Mac meal that once stayed under $7 now sits around $9 to $10.50. The 10-piece McNuggets meal, once about $7, now roughly $9 to $10. Medium fries that used to cost under $2, now commonly $3 to $4. And that McChicken that once proudly wore a $1 price tag, in many places it now costs $2.50 to $3. Same sandwich, different world. This is where customers pause, because when a fast food meal crosses $10, it stops feeling casual. People look at the receipt, then look at the tray, then look back at the receipt, and they ask quietly, when did this happen? Although it's understandable to believe that inflation over the years contributed majorly to the increase in prices of McDonald's food, over the years, beef prices climbed, chicken prices followed, potatoes, oil, packaging followed suit as well. Fuel became expensive, Transportation became expensive. Electricity became expensive. Then labor costs rose. Workers needed better pay. Restaurants needed more staff. Franchises needed to survive. Every cost moved upward, and the menu followed. Here's where the problem started. When a McDonald's meal was $5 or $6, there was no comparison. But at $9, $10, even $12, customers started comparing. For a few dollars more, I could sit down. I could get a bigger portion elsewhere. I could eat something fresher. McDonald's didn't just raise prices, it changed the conversation. Now people are furious. Increased prices, low quality and unhealthy food, accompanied with portion scams. This has led to public outcry from so many loyal McDonald's customers. Eating McDonald's doesn't feel special and healthy anymore. Customers complain that every bit of McDonald's tastes unhealthy and makes them sick.
I can't eat McDonald's anymore.
Really?
Like I'm having if I eat McDonald's, I end up getting sick.
That's probably good to listen to. Like, listen to your body on that.
Like, if I have McDonald's at Mark Norman's bachelor party, and I've got physically sick. Like food poison sick.
And on top of that, their prices are gradually becoming outrageous. There was a case of a woman who ended up in the ER for intestinal blockage after eating McDonald's.
Oh my God. I'm so freaking exhausted and tired. All the crying. The stomach pains. The back pains. Like, look at my fucking face. Makeup. I look. Oh my God. Anyway, I feel so much better. I just want to thank God.
At least if the product prices increase due to inflation, the quality and portion of the food should increase too. This would encourage healthy eating and ensure customers get value for their money, which would boost customer loyalty even more.